Okay, in this video we're checking out the BetaFPV 1204 5000 kV motors. You guys probably saw this on my Instagram, and if you want a really close look at those photos, they're up on my Instagram. But just to give you a sense of the motor itself, it's very smooth. The bearing is very, very smooth. It's not notchy at all. So it just feels like it's going to be a really solid motor. Very solid bell, pretty thick. Not sure if these are curved magnets or not. They don't look like it, but they're very close, pretty tight air gap. And let me just give you the weight of these. As you can see, I'm going to be swapping these into the Twig here in a second, but talk about that here in a second. Let me show you what the weight is. This is with the plug. And this guy's coming in at 6 grams on the dot. And I just want to also get the weight of the Twig here. So this is the original Twig, not the HD version. And thanks to the subscriber that told me or suggested that I should use the original or the non-HD Twig instead of the Twig, I think that's a better idea. So thanks for that suggestion. And this is with the props off. This is coming in at 54.08 grams. So we'll see what this is like after I swap in the 1204 motors. So I'm swapping in, I think they're pretty similar kV, so 5200 kV for 5000 kV, 1204 going in for 1105. And I think it's actually going to get lighter. These motors at 6 grams feel lighter. So I'm going to pop these off, and obviously pretty easy, you just unplug them. You can see there, can't see, there's like on these little plugs right here. Just unplug it and I'll be right back. And we'll see what the weight of these 1105 motors are as well as the weight of the Twig with the new 1204 motors on them. Okay, so that was a pretty quick and easy swap in. Just had to remove the old motors and put on the new ones. And a little tip here for you guys. You can see I twisted up the wires here so that they don't pull up and get caught in the props. Pretty easy to do. Just plug in the motor first into the motor plug, and before you screw it in, just twist it up and then screw it into the frame, and it looks like this. It's pretty tidy, and when you twist it up, there shortens up this wire so that it doesn't, there's no chance it's going to get pulled up and pulled up into the props. And that was pretty much it. It took about 10 minutes to take the old motors off and put these new ones on. And let me just show you the weight of the old motor. I think I said it was going to be heavier, but I'm not sure. Let's see here. 5.62 grams. So this is actually a little bit lighter. These 1204 motors are 6 grams. So going from 1105 to 1204 does give you a little bit extra weight. And let's see how much the drone weighs now with the new motors. And well, that's interesting. It's coming in at 55.76. I think it was 58 before. My memory's so bad. It was just 5 minutes ago. I don't remember exactly. 58. It went down. It's possible that the screws here that we're using might be lighter. They're shorter in length than the ones that came with the Eachine motors, so maybe that could account for some of the weight. It's actually, even the motors are a little bit heavier, the weight went down, I guess. I don't know. Anyway, not that much of a difference. I'm going to be using some different props as well. I'm going to go to the HQ 3x2 props here. I'm going to put those on instead of the gem fans, and I'm also going to upgrade the firmware to BetaFlight 4.1 and just use the default PIDs. I've been using the default PIDs on a few upgrades so far, from 5-inch to 3-inch, and all of them seem to be flying just fine on default PIDs. I haven't made any filter changes or anything, so if you're worried about 4.1 being kind of weird or not sure what to do about it, it seems to be pretty easy. Just flash it. The only thing that you have to worry about is the VTX tables. Just download the one for your video transmitter and then import that file, and that's the only thing that I noticed that was a little bit different. But I've been flying a lot of stuff on 4.1 on defaults and seems to be okay. I'll have a video later on anything I might be tweaking, but I think 4.1 does seem to be a lot safer than 4.0 was when it first came out. So do 4.1 on here, new props, new motor, and yeah, I think that's it. Let's go see how this flies. Alright, let's see how this does on BetaFlight 4.1. 1204 motors. So this is it's like a partially depleted battery from somewhere. I thought it was full. So this is totally stock BetaFlight again. I've been doing this on all of the upgrades I've been doing. I'm just like, well, let's see how default PIDs runs. I gotta say, I'm really impressed with BetaFlight 4.1. It's pretty much on anything I've put it on, including Tiny Whip I just built, with just default PIDs and no filter changes or nothing. Very impressive, just smooth out of the box. Gotta say, I'm liking these motors, the way these 1204 motors feel compared to the 1105s. I did change the props too. I have the HQ 3x2s on here. I'm sure that's making a pretty big difference too. So, changed the motors, changed the props, changed the firmware. I'm really liking this control. Oh yeah, these 1204 motors, it just feels so good. I'll have to get some more of these. It looks like this battery's gone. Almost gone. Land now. Alright, now it's gone. 10.0. Let's try another battery. Let's try another battery. Full battery this time. Let's see how long the flight time is on a full battery. Oh, I got a little bit of prop wash oscillation there. And I think it's because I'm at higher voltage now. So some PID tuning might be needed. Yeah, coming back down into the prop wash. Right there, you can hear it. May just need to adjust the filters a little bit.
Lost. Telemetry recovered.
Yeah, coming back into the prop wash. Yeah, I'm really impressed. BetaFlight 4.1 definitely a lot better than 4.0 was out of the box. 4.0 was nothing but problems. Yeah, and as like the voltage has come down, not as much prop wash oscillation in the flips and going back into your own prop wash. But getting a lot of low battery warnings that when it hits 10.5. But I'm gonna keep on going here. Doing a lot of little punch outs here. And 10.1, that's the end of this battery. So about 3 minutes. This is a different G&B 300 milliamp hours. This is actually the better one. Ooh, bounce off the ground there. This one is well, I'll put the link down in the description. This one has a lower internal resistance, so you're gonna get better punch outs. But probably a little bit less flight time on this 300 milliamp hour. And I think it weighs a little bit more, but yeah, if you're interested in knowing more about the battery, let me know in the comments.